Hi. So, why do we do yoga? What is the point of yoga? What is the goal of yoga? So, we may say that yoga makes us feel better. It clears our mind. It gives us a strong and subtle body. And of course, it does all of these things, and all of these things are wonderful. But this can kind of set up a paradigm of this kind of direction. Okay, so can I feel, okay, now I'm feeling strong and subtle. Now if I could just do that asana, maybe I'll just feel even a little bit more strong and a bit more subtle. Okay, so now I can do headstand for 20 minutes and my toe can touch my head. What's the next thing? How can I let in even more light, even more strength, even more subtlety? How can I feel even better, even better? And this sets up this paradigm of kind of taking us away from this moment and potentially projecting into a future moment of potentially a future better moment. So what is the goal of yoga according to the Yoga Sutras? And this is kind of the little thing that tells us what yoga is, and it's kind of a relief to know that in this little thing it doesn't tell us that the goal of yoga is to feel better and to constantly be striving to be doing better and increasing our light and well-being. Instead, it tells us that the goal of yoga is something called kaivalyam. So what does kaivalyam mean? Well, first of all, we'll look at the word kaivala. So kaivala means alone. It means being fully alone, but it also means being whole and full. So when we hear the word alone, we often think of lonely, and this isn't what it's referring to. It's referring to when it's just us, when we move back, when we take that backward step, when we take the one seat, they say in the Zen tradition, when you take the one seat, when you fully let go into the fullness of this moment, then there is only one, and then we are full, and then we can respond to what this moment requires from us. What does this moment require from us? And then what does this moment require? And if we are full of beliefs and ideas about how we think things should be, this can kind of get in the way of letting energy, letting what needs to come through us in that moment come through us. So if we can let go of these ideas and beliefs and judgments, then we're more likely to sink back into this oneness, and then we are alone, but we are also full and complete. So this is Kevala, and this word kaivalyam, it's in Sanskrit, it's called a tadita form. So this is a tadita form of Kevala, which is kaivalyam, and what this means is that it's emphasizing the quality. So it's the quality and the feeling of being in this oneness. So to give a further feeling for this word, we're just going to have a look at the root quickly. So the root of this word is cave, and the meaning of this root, cave, is beautiful. It's sevane. So sevane means in service. So what this means is, in the action of being in service, you will know the true resonance of what this word means, which is totally beautiful, because what does it mean to be in service? in service to this moment. It's kind of what I mentioned before. I'm in service to this moment. What does the moment require? What energy can come through me to help further this moment, rather than what can I get out of this moment? Because when it's like, how does this moment serve me? How can I use this moment to better and further myself? It sets up this kind of paradigm which can help us, and in certain places it's necessary to have this. Sometimes we really need to take something to help ourselves when we're in a bad way, but it's not totally sustainable, and we may get to a point in this dynamic of slight dissatisfaction. Is this it? Is it just me taking from the moment? And so it's beautiful that the Yoga Sutras tell us, gives us some guidance that actually we can go the other way. We can look at what does the moment require for me to step forward and let what needs to come through. Because often we can see what a moment requires, but we can't quite let that energy get through us because of whatever conditioning and patterning we have. So yoga is a way, it's got these tools of letting go of this conditioning and patterning so that we can serve the moment. And when we are in total service, we're totally fulfilled. We've all experienced this, when the pleasure of giving someone a present that we know that person is just going to love. We are just as excited as they are to give it. I can't wait to give you this present, which I know you're going to love. Or in a moment when you see a child in need and you have the energy to go forth and give it what it needs. We gain so much from this. And this is the direction the Yoga Sutras is pointing us to go toward. So I will just finish by call and response chanting. This is where I want you to get involved. So the Yoga Sutras are supposed to be chanted and sounded. They're not supposed to be read in English in a book. And so we're going to chant the final sutra of the Yoga Sutras, and it tells us something about kaivalyam. So I'm going to say the word and then you're going to repeat it back. Okay? So Purushartha, Purushartha, Shunyanam, Gunanam, Pratiprasava, kaivalyam, Svarupa, Pratishtava, Chitti, Shakti, Ritti. Good. So I hope you can feel there's a certain resonance to these words when you sound them in the Sanskrit. And I'll give you just a very brief translation of this so you just get a feel for it. So the return to the origin of the gunas, emptied of their purpose for Purusha, is kaivalyam. And kaivalyam, in other words, it is absolute consciousness established in its own self, fully established in its own self. And then there is one, and then we are alone, but we are full, and then we are in complete service to that one. So if you are interested in how a knowing and an experience of the Sanskrit language can deepen your yoga practice, or can deepen your teaching practice of yoga, then check out my course, The Sounds of Sanskrit, which is running in Exeter, Stroud, and actually Stroud's full now, so Exeter and London, starting in London this September, then check that out on my website, and like this page, or just like this page if you want to hear further videos. Okay, have a great day. Bye.